Hello my dear Aquarius, this is your love and spirituality reading for the time between August 1st and August 15, 2017 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. So I used the Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Ciro Marchetti and I will start shuffling your cards. I call the Divine with love and light, and I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aquarius viewers. So I want my dear Aquarius to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So my dear Aquarius, I also want to take the chance to tell you about the full moon with a partial lunar eclipse in Aquarius, opposing Sun and Mars in Leo, August 7. Okay, we have the Emperor. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit cold. I have been on an air-conditioned aeroplane. That's not good for me. I'm not very well with air condition. Cold things. So now I have a cold and this is the Emperor, and it fell out sorry, when I was talking about a partial lunar eclipse in Aquarius opposing Sun and Mars in Leo, August 7. So this is the Emperor energy, and actually this lunar eclipse, that's the Leo is the ruler, of course. This is Aries, but we have the Sun here, so the Sun is Leo's planet, so I guess this is a combination. So it's about boundaries, borders. It's about the masculine principle. We will move on. Okay, so we will also have a total solar eclipse in Leo on the 21st of August. The same day we'll also have a new moon in Leo. That will be the second new moon in Leo. We had one yesterday, the 21st of July. We had first new moon in Leo. This will be the second new moon in Leo. It's going to triangle Saturn moving retrograde in Sagittarius and Uranus moving retrograde in Aries. And this is your ruling planet, so it's going to affect you too. You might actually have very destined thing going on in your life during this time. Okay, the 10s want to show them their face. We had the Emperor as well, so it's something that you have done up till now that's going to have to need to end. Okay, something that has been working very well for you, something very masculine. This is the masculine elements, air and fire. It's going to have to end. It's usually like this with new moons and eclipses. They are ending something old and beginning something new. We also saw, when I started to shuffle your deck, we saw the Aquarius, the King of Swords, together with the 5 of Cups. Next time I shuffled, we saw the Ace of Cups. So it seems like many of you have been through big disappointments in your relationship, and we saw the Ace of Cups kind of resurrecting. So it's a new love. You need to love in a new way, or bring out the love in a new way. Something with the masculine principle is not really working for you, and something else needs to come instead. We're going to have to see what that is. 10 of Coins might be a suggestion. 10 of Coins is lasting values, things that has yes, that's there for a long time. And all the 10s, this is 10 of Swords is a lot of air. Too much air will bring a hurricane. We had 10 of Wands, that might be a firestorm. 10 of Coins, that might be a lahar, like a mud flood, or earth shifting, earthquake, or earth coming down, like with erosion. But usually we're thinking about 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands as kind of bad energy, because it's masculine, and too much of the masculine energy is causing wars and hurricanes. But too much of feminine is usually like too much of laziness, too much of too much of a good thing here, too much treasures. Who can get too much treasures? Who can get too much water? Okay, it can flood over, tsunamis. So the feminine principle can also be too much, and this is what we need to see. But it seems like there's a shift for you, where you have had rather masculine values, Aquarius being very calculating and very curious and very much like a scientist. A scientist might need to start to value more feminine aspects of life. The Three of Coins here, doing your fair share of work, also seeing to other people's participation. Okay. Okay. High Priest and Ten of Swords, all assumptions that you have made, they were not right. They need to go to the grave, because you're going to experience something new. You might even meet like someone new that's kind of a soulmate for you, or beautiful things like this. Yes, it's coming as a, you know, confirmation. If you keep the masculine approach on things too much, you won't be able to recognize your soulmate when they come. So to open up your heart, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Venus here as well. And not being so stoic or too careful, or being let someone else take charge of the logic and the the logic and the calculation. Maybe be a little bit more emotional is the answer for you. To find your emotions, deep water emotions. Find out what you really need, that you can't provide by being on top of the world or calculating things. What do you really need that's going to make you happy? Not like this serious scientist picture that I'm seeing, but actually opening up your heart. This is Cancer and this is Pisces. Okay, and here you have Pisces again, Knight of Cups. Where were I? So it will be very fiery this this time, both with the full moon and the new moon and the solar eclipse, the lunar eclipse in the full moon for you or your sign, especially since also Mars is in Leo, aligned with the moon. Venus will be in Cancer from 1st of August, before it was in Gemini, and moving into Leo on the 26th, joining Mars. So that will be like a combination of the masculine and the feminine energies. Having patience and wanting things now is going to have to being mixed together, and sacrifice might need to be made. We also have Mercury is going to go retrograde in Virgo, August 14, and that's going to maybe have some trouble with your communication. I saw actually King of Coins together with the King of Swords when I shuffled the cards. So you might be dealing with an earth sign, or you might be working with a feminine earth principle, how to actually make your theories or the things of your head to manifest on earth. And you might have trouble communicating with an earth sign or someone that's valuable to you, having this long-lasting value to you. And it's a king. We have seen two kings now with you. So it's talking again about things that's finished. Yes, things that finishing up and new beginnings. Judgment, it's resurrection of something old, resurrection of your heart, I would reckon. And yes, you don't lose the masculine principle, it's just that it's joined there together with other values. Okay, so so the Lovers, we had the Two of Cups as well. So I definitely, if you really take a good look at yourself in the mirror and see what hasn't been really working for you, and what has fully grown and it's time to let it go, you will definitely be able to meet someone of your dreams. Okay, so someone that will be very very healthy for you, and it will take you into a totally new life, something totally new, where you don't have to battle yourself with the old things anymore. Okay, so that took 10 minutes because of all the jumping cards, but they were, I hope there was crucial message for you in there. So I will tune in for a few seconds, okay? So my dear Aquarius, important month for you with a lunar eclipse in Aquarius. Okay, this will be your future, and this will be your now, and this is your past. So your past is probably July. If it's major arcana card, it can stretch over a longer period of time, even into past lives, patterns that has been in your life. And this is in the now, so it's probably the first half of August 2017. But whenever you watch this, it's totally okay, fine. It's totally right time probably for you to see it. So just if it doesn't, you don't feel like it resonated, or you feel like it didn't resonate, those with the now and the future cards, come back and check again, because it might be things that needs to water needs to run underneath the bridge, time needs to go by for you to recognize this. But Taurus it's supposed to be like talking about what's going to happen, so you can change your destiny if the destiny isn't what you want. And to do this, you need to have some imagination and to pick up the messages that will come, and that's not talking about something that you know, but something that will occur in your future. And here will be your future. So this is probably the second part of August 2017 with tarot and timing. It's more like destined thing will come up when we're talking about the future, things that is destined to happen. And that might stretch usually up to 3 months, but I'm aiming for making this about the second part of August. But I am not in control here, so I'm just being your channel. And this here is what you can change if you don't like the outcome, okay? You always have the destiny in your own hands. Some points are kind of not debatable. It's contracts that have been made. And it's also astrology, like how the planets and your surrounding is affecting you. But you can't really maybe change what's going to happen, but how you react to what's going to happen, and by that changing your destiny and your part of the story to making it more positive. So the first card for you is Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is of course you. It might be a Libra person as well. It's usually Libra, it can be Aquarius or Gemini as well. Queen of Swords is the feminine principle. It's about being very open and perceptive, not thinking that you're right all the time, but listening to and being this open channel for what wants to come through in you. Queen of Swords is very sharp. She's very visionary. She knows things just by taking a look at it. So she's very quick-minded, very intelligent, and she makes these judgments, but she doesn't want to share really. You can see that she has this before her mouth a little bit, because she knows what's happening to girls being bitches, kind of. So she has shut her mouth for a long period of time, but now the world wants their bitches back. So the Queen of Swords is eventually going to start to talk again, going to start to share her visions again. She much like the Oracle of Delphi. It's almost something being captivated that hasn't been operating in the way that it should have been for a very long time because of threats to authority. That this, when you are your own oracle, what do you need authority for? So that's why she has been silenced. And the next card is Four of Wands. So Four of Wands is self-love. It's self-love. You have built something with your own vision, something that you wanted. A dream has come true. And it's rainbow here. It's luscious with the waters running and everything. And you have built this. And it was what I said. You can have a terrible destiny. This is like volcano that's about to erupt, or very hot lavic ground anyway, and the trees are dead. But you have changed your destiny with your visions, with being able to, whatever you're thinking is becoming the house that you are going to live in. So you have been able to build your own kind of path in this world that we are all living in. So for you, things might be more positive than the outlook is for others that doesn't have the same visionary qualities, that not being able to download things directly from the heavens. So you are actually already having destiny in your grasp, and building a beautiful future for yourself. Imagining what you want and then receiving it, because you know how to operate with those high energies. And it's a 4, so it's connected to the Emperor again, but it's a very luscious number 4. It doesn't have those strict walls. It doesn't even have a roof. It's very free. It's not like boundaries or walls or borders where you keep people in or out. It's more connected. It's like your own self-love and your own self-value and your own boundaries, just building like a little space for yourself where you can be happy, and it's still not shutting people out or in. It's very loving, and this can be actually house or marriage, but I'm talking usually of deeper spiritual meaning, and then it's the new ground for you, the new platform that has been made, and how you want things in your life. It might talk about taking a relationship to the next level, buying a new house, getting a new job, fixing something for you, first dreaming it forth and then seeing it manifest before your eyes. The next card is 3 of Wands. So you just keep on dreaming. You're not just done just yet. You want more things in your life. You have dreams, you have things that you want your ship to come in with. And it might be that those dreams might be overseas. You might have things that you want to, like you need to travel, at least in your mind, to like use 10 minutes every day to envision your future, daydreaming a little bit, to make this picture even more aligned with what you really, really want. You can adjust this vision. If it wasn't really exactly what you want, you can go on and adjusting it as you go, and things will improve for you all the time. 3 of Wands is talking about things being opened, communication being opened, opportunities, maybe new agreements that needs to be put on paper, or new soul contracts even. So it's like you are working on a dream to come true, and it's very beautiful, and it's coming all from you. It's you that doing this. It's not something that's falling down in your lap because you have waited for destiny to do things for you. It's you taking command and dreaming your future. The next card is Temperance. So Temperance is yet another beautiful card about your soul. And we can see here how you download it. And here is like how it looks from a very angelic perspective, or a more esoteric perspective. This is your soul coming in from the roof ceiling here. This is an angel, probably you, mixing fire and water together. So 2 opposite forces need to be brought together. And this is what we are talking about with relationships. You can't do things alone, because if you do things alone, you have no one to mirror yourself in, and you won't know yourself. So to know yourself and what you truly want and need, you need to have feedback from other people. So when you dream something forth, there will come like an outside confirmation, like a mirror back to you, and you will be able to say yes or no to this, if you want it or not. Sometimes there's only coming things that you really don't want. You're going to mirror the same thing. You're meeting people that acting about the same, and they might be very unlike you, and you can't understand why you are mirroring this same bullshit over and over again. But actually, it's probably a part of you that you have been missing out and not wanting to really see, because the Temperance card is not usually 4 of Wands, it's more 5 of Wands in our reality. It's conflict. It's experience need to be made through people being very different. You need to see more sides of yourself with other people that is different. You can't just be with your own alienation. Like I'm feeling a bit of you feeling like an alien or someone that's not really connected with the earthlings, and therefore you try to be with people that's very common towards you, like they are like you. But you need to meet other people and new cultures, new way of seeing things, other people's side of things. In other case, you will be very single-minded or one-sided, and you are here to not stay as you are. You are here to expand and experience new things all the time, getting challenged and dealing with and like what I said with adjusting your dreams all the time, because what you have been dreaming of may not be really what you in the end wanted. Okay, so 7 of Cups. So other people make you confused a little bit. When you're alone and you're dealing with your own things, you are very straightforward. But as soon as the divine is putting a little bit more pressure onto you by mirroring you with other people, you get confused. Because you can't recognize yourself in those people, and that's probably because you have shut out parts of yourself that you thought were unnecessary. It's again with this Emperor principle. We had both the Emperor and the Empress here, 4 and 3. So those two principles needs to be working together. You can't just decide like this is going to be my life and this is what I dream of and be very stoic with this. You always need to dream new dreams and have like adjust things. I think it's almost like you want to be done. You want to be ready. You want to have your paradise now and then be done with it. So you have your goals, and when you meet them, then you're going to be happy. But it's not like this. You're going to be happy with the journey, with the experience, with the adventure, with the challenges. I think you want to have like all the answers and then just rest. Like it's like going into pension. You want to have the paradisic state, and you think that the solution is to have your dreams and fulfill them, and then you will be happy. But then life comes and challenges you, and your dream isn't really what it cracked up to be, or you're getting bored and you want to have new adventures, and those new adventures are confusing to you because you have this bright mind that can dream forth those beautiful things, and this wasn't really what you were dreaming about. So they are coming from dark places within you that you haven't really been seeing, things that needs to be seen, and new things with you. This is an adventure. It's not a downfall. It's not that you took a wrong turn or didn't calculate things thoroughly enough. It's life's surprises, and it's things with yourself that is yet to be explored. So you're not just having like it's like having career, becoming senior, whatever, and then just living this flatline life and everything is beautiful. It's not like this. It's going to be like this is your plan and this is God's plan or goddess's plan, like falling down into a swamp, having to climb up halfway just by being like eaten up by eagles and then falling down again and having to build yourself together and take yourself up again. So this is what life is, and you don't want it because you as a from the air suit, you're angels, okay? You have been guardians of Earth for millennia, and you don't know stupid things like human emotions. And why should you have to deal with these stupid things? Because you had everything planned and you could see it from your aloof station, and you could just know exactly what was going to happen and always be in control. And now you lost it. You lost the control because you are down here on Earth and you are supposed to experience your full self, not just being in control or in a like a vampiric state or living forever in eternity, not ever changing kind of state. You are here to live messy, to make mistakes, to fall down and crawl up again. And by this, getting to know yourself, because you're really worth getting to know. So let your shadows play out in the lives where you live together with others and see them and start to enjoy this adventure instead of resisting it. So you're well on your way. You just missed the spot. Okay, so this is in the future. No, this is in the now, sorry. And we have the High Priestess. And it's rather interesting because the Queen of Swords is connected to the Justice card. That's number 11. 1 + 2 is 2, High Priestess. So those two cards are very connected. And you can see this on the coloring as well. Here her crown chakra was enlightened, and here it's her third eye instead. And her soul has kind of stepped down in the body. So the High Priestess is about having the full picture, not only being like an air person, an angel, like just being the owl. You're so much more. You're not just the owl, you're the waters as well. The 7 of Cups, drowning in your waters, being eaten by sharks. That's beautiful, because then you have really come in contact with your subconscious fears. Things, all those nightmares down here, they are you. They are your different fears and things you have like blindfolded yourself to not see. And they want to have your attention and your love, because they are here to talk with you, to give you warnings. They are like the other 80% of your perception, your subconscious. So they are going to give you the whole picture. You were so in the know when you were here, but you didn't know about this. And you are already the High Priestess. You are already the Oracle. You just need to connect with your earth signal as well through the waters. It's like you have, this is the High Priestess being emerged in the Ace of Cups, and it's going like an umbilical cord back and back to the divine. And through this winged things, the owl here, the soul, there goes another connection, and this is making up your beautiful Merkaba. It's like an apple, like a magnetic field around you that comes up and goes down like this around you. This is your communication system with ground control, with the divine, while you are being an astronaut here out in space. And this is all your experience from the past and your visions from the future that are using so beautifully to create your life. But you need the waters as well. This is what you have been missing to make your knowing complete, to make your soul go down. So your soul is just here, just doesn't want to dip their toes in the waters because it might be cold, so they don't want to. But you need to go down there because your soul needs to go down. You need to feel your body to have the whole picture, to have the whole your whole visionary skills, to have your ability to have the whole telepathic skills, to know more, not just what people are thinking or calculating what they are going to do like a robot, but also knowing what they feel and being able to take their feeling into consideration, and also feeling your own feelings, and therefore being, because here when you were the master of control with just logic, you were untouchable. The divine couldn't guide you to where they wanted to go because you were so cool and so aloof. There was no trigger for you to stay in a relationship, for example, that might have been difficult because you didn't have the emotions to back this up, and you didn't feel the importance of the relationship because you were so aloof. And now they need to have this connection with you to be able to give you pain when you're going in the wrong direction. And some of you are like Lucifer. You don't want to give up your will to the divine. You want to be in control. This is how you have been feeling like, all right, so you don't want to lose this. But it's going to be better for you. You will know so much more. A new world will open up. Where your pain isn't your enemy but your friend. Other signals that, just like this person being able to make clear judgment call, going to make the picture even broader for you, and that's going to make you not an alien anymore. You're not going to be an alien to other people. You are going to know what they are about, and you're going to be one in the group, and that might make you feel like, well, I'm unique, I don't want to be a part of the group. But well, you are not unique in that way. We are all part of the spiritual realm. We are all together in this. And you can't make this ascending journey all alone. You need to take people with you, okay? So it's not only about you being on top of the world. It's you helping the world and the world helping you, with this mirroring, seeing each other through each other. So you're going to get a broader picture here. That's going to be lovely, and it's nothing to be afraid of. It's just emotions. What can they do? They can't bite off your head. They can't do anything. Just sending you signals, like new compass direction, like navigating with the stars or your moon. So you need this compass. To throw it away into the sea and saying, I'm going to use my helicopter instead, is stupid, because then you just have like a little part of the puzzle and not the whole picture. Not being a divine creature on earth, but just being like a little radio. And here you have the moon, so it's just emphasizing one time more that you need the depths to have the aboves. To build your beautiful future here, the things that you want, you need the waters as well. You need the moon. You need to be able to connect with the moon. It's so beautifully this how life works, because with the moon in the darkness, where people are reluctant to go because they fear their own emotion, they don't want to look deep inside because they are afraid of going crazy or whatever. But down here you will have your talents. You will have lost parts of yourself that if being joined together with you again will give you tremendously more power, and it will make you feel more cool and loved, because you will connect again with your true soul and being your true soul and all this energy, and it's going to attract more energy, and you are going to feel loved by just being inside of yourself. So there's a reward to be found if you are going down here and petting crocodiles and riding sharks and things like this. It's very beneficial. And you might think that emotional people are a little bit stupid. You have the Seven of Cups here. That's kind of the minor arcana moon, and this is major arcana moon, because they are so emotional. But they are not. They are in tune with their instincts. They are in tune with their emotions and with what the divine wants to send them on any kind of quest that might be impossible, but it's going to take them to the right place in the end. So do this, even though you don't have control over the situation. Go into the moon, feel your feelings, stay in the body, feel your heart region, for example. It can be a good start, because Aquarius heart will be very strong, and if you stay there you will find out that it's a rather cozy place to be. And when you connect with the heart, you can also then connect maybe with your stomach. That might be more difficult for you, because over excessive thinking might have caused trouble with your stomach, giving you a lot of stress hormones. And then you can journey inside your body and find more and more places that need your attention. Attention is love, so it's also healing. If you find a difficult place, search out the difficult place inside your body and stay with your attention there, and those parts will heal, and you will kind of enlighten more and more of your body. And when you light more and more of your body, your soul is going down, and that's when your Merkaba can really hit off and being like this big magnet that it was supposed to be. Really central here, we have the Page of Coins. So we saw the Earth King and the Air King. Now we have the Queen of Swords and the Page of Coins. So this is talking about you. I think you want always to be master of things, like being able to be skilled and perfect from the beginning. It's like you can't tolerate being halfway. So accept to be a child. Accept that you have a child inside of you that can't really live up to your standard. And she is perfect. He is perfect the way he is, okay? Either is it she or he, they are perfect. And they have a mission. And you might feel or think, usually, that this mission is irrational and stupid. And why should you do that? It's not logic. It's not, yes, it's not good enough. But it is. It's probably dirty. Like you need to dwell in places where you don't want to go, like being in relationship with people that are not really, like, you have already ruled them out. But this little Page of Coins has a mission with those people, because he might need to connect with their original family, like what has happened to you when you were a child, and also past life situations. And it's like playing a car accident over and over until you're not fearing those situations anymore. And this Page of Coins know it. They know that I need to put myself in this dangerous situation over and over again until I know exactly how to deal with it, exactly how to get out of it alive, exactly how to heal myself from this. Because then you have made the total experience that you were contracted to do from the beginning. You are not just supposed to be traumatized in one life and then try to not see it for the next following 1 million years. You were supposed to be traumatized and then see it and heal it and become like so much more experienced than you were before, like with the Temperance card, like being 100% and then being 200%, and those 200% being 100% again, and then meeting a new situation that makes you 200% again. So expanding yourself is like an expanding universe. You are not supposed to stay like in the diamond core and not experience things. Your universe are supposed to expand. It's what life is for. It was not supposed to be crystalline and stoic. It was supposed to be lived, messy, as I said, and challenging. So this Page of Coins, your core, knows this and wants to be challenged. And you might have people in your surrounding that's really challenging you in a very beautiful way. They might be stupid and everything that you said because you know best, but they are this way because they are supposed to challenge you. So don't turn your back on your greatest teachers that's going to show you who you are and your true strength. And here you have the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords, we had a lot of tens, yes, with you. It's a situation that you don't want to see, and you need to open your eyes for it. It might be a situation ending or an ending of a soulmate relationship, someone that you really loved, because the Temperance card is about love. It's about not living happily ever after, which you want to obtain because you're rather romantic, Aquarius. It's more like, and then the work began, okay? And this work, you don't want to see it. You don't want to do it. You don't want to deal with this mission. You just want to have like the fun of it all. The like skateboarding through life and just having the good parts and not the more messy parts. So you have the veil has already broken and fallen from your eyes, so the truth is already there. Your inner child knows it and your soul knows it. So see if you already also can start to knowing this, whatever truth there is. So take a good look at your thoughts, write them down, also the difficult ones that give you this stomach ache, and then feel your body and get information. You can talk to your body. You can ask it, okay, so what is the truth that I don't want to see? What's the real truth? And you can ask like following up questions about that. And you can ask a lot of questions to your subconscious and just accept the answers that come without dissecting them. So the Ten of Swords is a reality check. It's a wake-up call. It's something that you need to see. It's something, some old habit that needs to go. The old backbone is penetrated by 10 swords. Something new is coming, and you need to prepare yourself. It won't work to deal with things in the way that you have been dealing with them before. And here comes the Five of Cups. That's actually a good news, because this means that heaven has gotten through to you, and you can now feel your feelings. So you feel where your heart is. That's good. This is what we need a Fool for. You know, the Fool card. When you jump over an abyss, you will feel where your heart is. People say that when they are in a big accident, in those seconds are becoming like minutes or hours even, and they know exactly everything about their lives in those situations. So this is, again, wake-up calls, an emotional wake-up call. Something has made you disappointed. You miss someone or something. It might be that, for some of you, it might be that another person couldn't make up their mind, or you couldn't make up your mind about the relationship or the thing, whatever it was that now made you so disappointed. And how can we make up our mind? It's by knowing ourselves. And if we only know our logical side, we won't be able to know the big picture of what we really need, what we really want, who we really are, what's really worth something. And this moment here, if you didn't know before, now you know. Okay, so whatever you lost has made you aware of what it is that you actually really need in your life. So it's kind of, I think it's Soundgarden that has made a song about you only know your lover when she's gone, something like that. And this is really it. This is those moments, those seconds, exactly after trauma, well, you will know what was worth something. And this is a clue. So it's very good. When you know what you don't want, then you can more easily navigate with your feelings towards what you do want. So this is good news. And it's not the tower or anything. It's just the moon making a visit. You know, the full moon in Aquarius, August 7, that will opposing Sun and Mars in Leo. So Leo is about having a heart and following that heart bravely, regardless where it takes you. So it's much like the Page of Coins, just the Page of Coins is much smaller and take things a little bit slower and not being a little bit more like asking. The Leo doesn't ask, it's just going for whatever. They feel like their soul is in their body and they just roam for whatever they want. The Page of Coins is more careful, so it suits you better to have air, earth. It's your opposite. But now you're going to integrate water as well. So this is the next step. Earth is something that you have worked on to perfection already, I think, because the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, the one thing that you didn't really accepted maybe with the Earth was this with the stupid mission. Why should you do those things? You can accept this with keeping yourself safe, having safe boundaries, building up material things, building up using the law of attraction to make yourself wealthy or having a good job and things like this. But to actually follow like a mission that you have been granted in this lifetime seemed stupid because you already have it all, but you didn't. You missed a piece of the puzzle here. You missed your navigation system. That's the waters. And I think also talking might be an issue for you, like communicating, because the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess, they are both very secretive. Illusions here as well. So you might have left like other people in an illusion, or you might feel like if you don't keep a secret, people will use that to betray you, or you feel like it's better to keep yourself safe by not saying so you won't feel betrayed. So, the future for you. And here you have a Knight of Coins, so beautiful. So, the Page of Coins is the one that have the dreams, and the Knight of Coins is the one that goes out and put the seed to the ground. So, it seems like you have already had your dream, but maybe you lost it here. And now you need to use your manifestation skills to actually win over this dream again, or to build a new dream. It's the horned creatures here. You can see this. She has this Taurus horn in the forehead. So it's about the body. It's about those religions, you know, Hinduism and the Egypt religions that was very shamanistic. It's about connecting with your animal instincts, the horses here, and your body, and finding out where to go and to make plans. Because the Knight of Coins is making plans. He's like a farmer. He's like a builder. He's building things, and it's long-lasting. He's putting seed to the ground for trees that he won't even see fully grown up in his lifetime. So he's very like long-lasting, very loyal, he wants to do leave after him a good legacy. And that was the mission for the Page of Coins all along, to build something that was not only for you in your lifetime, but was good also for generations to come. and it was building something for the bigger picture. So Knight of Coins is usually Taurus, but it can be Capricorn and Virgo as well in your life. And maybe you lost this person due to being too silent. So what's inside of you is also mirroring on the outside of you. If you are working on like making more firm plans and being more decisive with things, you might have learned this from an outside force, or they are learning this from you. So the Knight of Coins is a very good card. It might be talking about friendship. Maybe you will reconcile and becoming friends with some person. But it's also talking about being cautious. So still a little bit secretive, but at least starting to build on something. Maybe you want to build on something and you won't really tell people on the outside because you don't want to be caught red-handed with failing. So maybe you are keeping things a secret because of that, because you want things to be perfect. So the next card is the Judgment card, and it's number 20. So we have the twos here with the with Justice, Queen of Swords here, and the High Priestess, 11 to 20. Judgment. So duality, soulmate. I think it's a really big. Could be a really big thing for you, meeting your soulmate, but also resurrecting lost soul parts, the things with the moon here that you need to build your total future, not just that part that was like very it was narrow in some way. You didn't see the whole picture here, and so things need to be, you need to go down here in the pain a little bit of depression to find out, to rescue things within you. So listen to the different pains. They are having memories from past lifetimes and things that you could easily release now with the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse. So just stay with them. Maybe you should take time off your job and just like feel your feelings and meditate all day and just stay with your feeling and roll out the red carpet to them and free all those things that wants to come through, so you can be really finished to make like a new beginning. It will be a cycle of very long period of time that will be determined after this month of August. So 19 years cycle, I think it is. So you need to really have your shit together here. Okay, sorry. And here you have the beautiful Ace of Cups, so renewal within love. And I think it's something to do with either an earth sign or an inner child of yours, something that you have been dreaming of. And it's like, it's this vibrating nervous energy, because your hope is waking up too. Before, you just wanted to come to a safe level where you could live, and you didn't have so much hope. You just wanted to, with calculating risk, getting you to a safe place. And now hope is awakening, okay? Hope and dreams. So this is more. This is a dimension that's promising more, but it's also more risky, of course. But when you have been into the moon and the Judgment here, what will you fear after that? Okay, what can happen to you if you are like liking everything that's inside of you? Every fear that will come is welcome. You will just take it as information. What will happen to you that could be dangerous? You can lose your life. Well, we are all going to die. We are all being here just a short amount of time, and then we're going back to the heavens again, and that's going to be rather nice. You're going to get your stoic experience where you don't have to dwell in things. So this is just for a period of time. So go and dwell, like deep sea diving. Go into those deep waters here. And here we have a Two of Swords, so you're acting much like a Libra person that doesn't want to see those, like putting the blindfolds on again. Maybe you need to do this, but this is a little bit slow, to be honest, to not wanting to see the moon here, and to not want to take a decision, to not want to jump the cliff, to not see the truth, to keep like getting up the veil again. So you're just sniffing this other dimension, and you don't want to stay there because it's dangerous. This person is fully dressed, and they even have gloves on, so they're really protected. But they have like the feathers, so that's your beautiful connection with the divine through your thoughts and your higher realms like this. But this connection is still missing. So it's like you are, you might do this to also to make other people happy. Maybe you don't want to change in a way that they won't recognize you, or you want to keep peace in some way. You don't want to tell, maybe you don't want to expose this secret, because it's number 2 again. So it's definitely something that has been a secret. Maybe you don't want to tell other people, or maybe they hurt you, so you have your pride, you don't want to tell them because of that, so you can go on knowing that you love someone and never ever speak of that. So again, with this old thing that you're doing. So speak up. What will happen if they say no? You will have bad feelings. Okay, roll out the red carpet to those bad feelings. They are not going to eat you alive. They're just going to be feelings. So for a person that's so detached, it seems like the feelings are ruling your life. Okay? Isn't that true? That the feelings are ruling your life because you're avoiding them. And with avoiding them, you're avoiding your true mission and probably a soulmate here. So be a little bit brave. 2 of Swords is a challenge to actually make your heart pound a little bit, to do that foolish thing, and to not stay in your careful, like your situation where you have all precautions and seeing to that you don't have to feel like a blip of emotion. So you're so afraid of your emotion that they are keeping you stuck and keeping you from having your real true dream. And here comes the Sun. So 3 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and the Sun. Okay, so the heavens are not giving up on you. And the solar eclipse is going to open your eyes, because this is your eyes being closed, and this is the Sun. This is your soul. This is your full attention, and this is your ship coming in. I'm catching my eyes here, this looking like Jupiter in their colors. So Jupiter is actually in Libra. This might be what has been affecting you, because Jupiter has been opposing, let me see, Pluto. So this might have made you very judgmental, and maybe this judgmental thing is going to go when the Jupiter-Pluto connection is gone, and then you are going to be able to open up your eyes and see the truth, and not be so judgmental and not be so careful anymore, but actually inviting this other culture, this other person, this other. You have the 2 highest card for love here, Temperance and the Sun. The first is the Lovers. That's when you meet. Temperance is when the work starts. The Sun is when you have become whole and joining together in holy matrimony. So the Sun is about being your soul and being your, like, inviting your true soul. And it's another funny thing here. You can see the 10 of Swords here being very tormenting, but here it's like the same symbol, and you can see it there. It's actually the zodiac. So it's you avoiding past lives. You have hurts from past lives, real big traumas, I think, that you don't want to know. That is why you have been avoiding your waters, because you don't think that you can live through these traumas. But they are old now. Okay, they just want to be seen and understood and enlightened. When you bring in the light into your shadows, they will become light too. So they have been waiting for you to see them and love them. These parts of you, you can't just. It's like a dream I had this night. I dreamt of a little boy that went over the edge of a balcony, like 3 stories up in an apartment building. And no one inside the house wanted to go out and check how the little boy was doing. Because they thought, well, 3 floors, he must be dead. And I thought, like, this was so stupid. But when I was between dream and awaken, I understood that everyone in this dream was, of course, the same person, of course, me. And I didn't want to check out how my deep feelings were feeling, even because they were so wounded, and I thought it was just to give them up. And I think this was a message for you as well, Aquarius. because you are giving up on your inner child. You are not seeing if they are all right. And of course, they are not all right. They have been to traumas. You have died in each lifetime. So that is a trauma. When you go like, you know, in your sleep or with your folks around you, I think it's just a passing. It's not so traumatic. You might long for the people that you lost or left there. So that might be a little bit painful. But often we have died in other ways, like through accidents or through people doing things towards us. And these are the things that you need to heal from. So you need to resurrect your little, you need to at least go and check like this child, if it's still living down there with a fall from the balcony. And maybe giving some first aid, you know, resurrection. So don't abandon yourself just because you're fearful of half of your emotions. Don't let parts of you being like left in the cold, pretending like you don't see what's going on. You see here the Ace of Cups. That's the foundation of your Merkaba, and the Sun is the top. So your soul and your feelings here being connected. So the only thing that's stopping you is this aloofness. You don't want to feel your feelings. So this is the destiny that you can change today, Aquarius, by changing this approach towards your feelings, towards that little person that has hurt themselves. Okay, so this will be the past for Aquarius. It's from the Mary L. Tarot. And it's the Hierophant. So the Hierophant, it's much like this with the Emperor and the things that we saw before. Being like sure, being in authority, being in power, knowing the rules, living by the rules, and therefore being secure, but still not being really alive. This children looks like dead. And it's like, you have been forced to give up half of yourself to be able to be in the game. So the game needs to change. But first you change, and then the game changes. This is old tradition, old ways of being, old ways that worked for you before, but they need to be changed. There's a key here between her lovely bosoms, and it's the thing. You need the key. We will see what the key will be used for. This is the future for you, Aquarius. Future. The first card that wants to show themselves is this card. That's, I feel, a little creepy, but it has a very beautiful meaning. It's a person that works to better themselves, to connect themselves. And this Three of Pentacles again, the triangle, the soul wants to go down, and forgiveness. So the person might be a beginner when it comes to forgiveness and reconnecting and connecting with other people, because they have been masters of control. And now, but they are going to do it anyway, okay? So you are going to leave this old situation. You are going to evolve. So you are going to leave all these old things behind, and there's going to be new connections, and there's this mission that you have, like this Holy Grail. That's going to help you connect with other people on a whole new level. That's not about calculating. Okay, so I think that's enough for today. You know what to work with, and thank you for joining me on this journey, and I hope to see you again in the middle of August. Okay, bye bye.